The Euros is just around the corner and it's my turn to choose my players that are going on the plane who are going to play for England in this summer's tournament. We have a lot of players to go through, as you can see. The tiers we have are starting XI, on the plane, unlucky to make it, not good enough, and no chance. We'll be popping quite a few in no chance, I can imagine. But let's start off. We're going to work our way all the way through. Anyway, let's start off. So the first one, Jarred Quansah, as a Liverpool fan, has been very good, but I think he's quite unlucky. He hasn't got an app for England, so he won't be on the plane, which is fair enough. Maybe next tournament, he might be helpful. He's been very good for Liverpool, so you never know. Harvey Elliott, the same. I think he's quite unlucky. Very good for Liverpool. He's actually been more of a starter than Quansah. But with the midfield quality we have, he's just not going to make it, I don't think. Next up, we have Ramsdale. He's not played enough. He's somewhere, he might be on the plane. Probably. I'm going to put him on the plane for now. He's definitely not going to start, of course, because he hasn't played much for Arsenal. But he'll be on the plane. Next up, we have Gordon. Definitely, I think he goes on the plane. Ahead of Ramsdale, easy. But he's been really good this season for Newcastle. Their top player, him and Isaac have been amazing. So definitely goes on the plane. Chilwell, I think he just belongs in the unlucky right at the top. Without injuries, he'll definitely be on that plane. He'll probably be starting. But he hasn't played enough and it's too risky. A little bit lacking in that right back spot for that left back spot for England. We've not really got too much options. Luke Shaw always injured. Really got many other left backs that actually can cover, which is it's probably our weak point. Next up, I think that's Ben White. I mean, he's been one of the better right backs this season. I'd say he goes on the plane at least. I don't think he will because him and Southgate don't have a good relationship. But for me, he'd definitely go on the plane. He could even start. I would probably have him over Walker. I don't know. We'll get to that. But Saka again, don't know, he hasn't played as well this season. He's teetering between start and on the plane. I'm going to pop him in start for now, and then if there's anyone I think he could potentially can go over him, then I'll include him. But I think Saka will probably start. Wilson, another player there's too many good strikers that he's not going to make the cut, unfortunately. This guy will, Cole Palmer, he could even start for me. Probably won't because of Phil Foden, but he definitely goes on there. I don't actually know who that is. That looks like James Tarkowski, who I'm just going to put down here because... Or is it Gallagher? It could be Gallagher. If it's Gallagher, I'm going to say unlucky. If it's Tarkowski, I'm going to say not done enough. It actually looks like Gallagher now. Not done enough. Again, not done enough. We probably know the keepers are going forward, so it doesn't really matter too much. There's 3 standout keepers, maybe 4, but yeah. We next we have Deki Rice. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. He's starting. He's probably one of the first notes on the team sheet. Now we got Eze again. I'm teetering between taking him. I think missing Rashford as well. Probably need a bit of pace. I'm going to pop him on there for now. We have 23 spots, so we'll see how that gets on. Might have to take him off. Dyer, I mean, he did well for Bayern, but I just think he misses out. Unfortunately, when you go out of England to play as an English player, I think you don't do as well, and I think he's kind of been hit by that. That looks like Quansah. Quansah's going to go. I think he's quite versatile. Can play right back, centre back. I'm going to pop him on for now. I'm just going to pop the keepers at the front, the defenders there, and then the attackers there, just so I get a grasp. Tomori, I think he's unlucky again. He's abroad. If he was probably in England playing well, he probably would be close, if not on the plane. But again, being abroad, I probably wouldn't take him. I haven't seen much of him. Again, to be honest, I'm not even sure who that is. I can't tell if that's Wharton or a really young looking keeper. Not sure. Either way, he's not making it. I mean, just no chance, right? Harry Kane, he goes, he starts. Big out top. Maguire. I'm going to take him. Experience is important. And Tony, I think Tony makes it as well. He goes on the play. Doesn't start ahead of Kane, but definitely makes the play. I mean, so many good strikers for England at the moment, and I think he deserves to get on there. Grealish, on the other hand, I think he's going to miss out. For me, I just think we've got too many good wingers, too many good players like him. I'd rather play Foden. I'd rather play Palmer. I'd probably rather play Bowen, currently on form. So Grealish probably missed out due to injury. If he had a full season, maybe, but as it stands, no, not for me. Butland, the keeper that should have been. I'm going to put him in not done enough. Obviously, hasn't played regularly this season too much, so probably not going to. I think Jadon Sancho, same. He's not done well at all for Man United, and obviously gone back to Dortmund, started playing well, but it's not good enough. And if he can't perform at United, then why is he going to perform in a tournament for England? Maddison, I'm teetering. I mean, he's probably going to be on the plane for me. But again, we've got so many players in that position, that central position that can move and control the game. It's just battling for spaces. Trafford, it'd be nice to take just so that maybe in the future, if he becomes our number one or an important part, maybe. But I think he's lucky. He's in a pretty bad average side, and I think he does miss out, unfortunately. James Ward-Prowse, again, I think he's just a bit older. He's had a good start, but I don't think he's done enough in general to more in the conversation with the midfielders we have. So Branthwaite's a good shout. Branthwaite is a really good centre-back. He's done really well for Everton. I personally think he should be on the play. He's probably one of our better centre-backs alongside Stones. I'd probably take him. And Jarrod Bowen, I would also take, I think. There's a lot of players on the plane already. A lot of players still to go through. Gomez. This is where it becomes tricky. So Ben White's a right back. Collins is a centre-back right back. We've got Branthwaite, Maguire. I'm going to put Joe Gomez in there for now. Him and then Stones. And then we need a left back. Stones is next. So that is 6 defenders. And I think we can maybe squeeze one more into that squad. But I think that's just done really for defenders. I mean, it's just no chance. He's been a great servant, but he's not there. Pickford's probably going to start. Not amazing, but he'll do. He always shows up for England, good at saving penalties for England, great distribution, which works with how I would like us to play. So, and Bellingham obviously slots into that midfield so well. Wouldn't drop him. I mean, Calvin Phillips has no chance. He can go alongside Hendo. Trips. Oh, I just don't think he's done enough this season. I think his performances have been alright. Start of the season played really well. He's obviously got one of the top assisters in the league, but just don't think he's done enough. I think defensively he lost that little edge that maybe some of our defenders do have. I don't think he quite makes the cut. Kobe Mainoo. See, he would be really lucky not to go. I'm going to pop him in. I mean, you've got to think, at his age, he's going to be on the pitch at some point in the future, surely, the way he's playing. So I think just for experience-wise, if we can get him in there, we should. So I'd get him on that plane if I can. We'll have to rework it towards the end. Obviously, we've got to take 23 players. I'm already on probably 20. So restructure's needed. Walker, I'm going to pop in there for now as well. I've got so many players on the plane. Going to have to rattle through some of these quite quickly. That's a no. Lewis Dunk, no. Shaw, I'm going to have to put in because he's our only proper left back other than Chilwell. A little bit more reliable than Chilwell. Rashford, just not done enough. It's just been shocking all season. I don't know what he's been doing. Pope, I'm probably going to put him on the plane for now. Watkins. See, it's out of these two. I'm going to pop them together. I think I'm going to make the decision at the end. Watkins or Tony. I think only one of them goes. Don't think we can take 3 strikers with the amount of quality we have elsewhere on the pitch. Foden, he starts. Absolutely no-brainer. Foden starts. Foden one side, Saka the other, probably. To be fair, I need to put the other players. Stones will be starting. In defence, I'd probably play I'd probably play Maguire just because of his experience. He's got a good relationship with John Stones. Fullback's a really, really tough position. Again, for the moment, I'm gonna pop Mainu in the starting. I think he's a good balance. Could easily swap him out for Cole Palmer personally, but I'll come to that. I'll see where we're at. See, that's Dewsbury Hall. Unfortunately, he's probably just not done enough because he's in the Championship. Sterling, again, not done enough. Reece James. I'm going to say unlucky because of injuries. He hasn't done enough. I'm not even sure who that is. But he doesn't go to play regardless. Is that Loftus-Cheek? Not done enough. Not done enough. I mean, Loftus-Cheek, to be fair, he's riddled with injuries. Tammy Abraham, not done enough. Bit unlucky. I just don't think he has the quality of our other strikers at all. Okay, we've only got a few left. Dom Solanke, he's unlucky, I would say. Trent, I would say, is on the plane somewhere. Down to the last two. To be honest, I don't even know who these are. I don't know who they are, so I'm just going to pop them in there. That's it for now. I've got 9 in the starting 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3. So I need to take 2 out. Obviously, I'm going to take Ivan Toney or Watkins out. Again, it's a tough shout. I'm going to pop Trent. We've got so many defenders. I mean, don't really have a backup for Declan either. Probably pop Jones in that, John Stones into that holding position, bring in another centre back and probably play it that way. I mean, based on form, you could even argue Branthwaite start ahead of Mags, but you can't play Ben White in centre back. Joe Gomez and Kwanzaa, you probably have to play Maguire. Fullbacks, and probably, I personally, if we're going off my team, which this is, I'm going to play Trent in right back. Mags, Stones, quite risky, but I would play possession football, high intensity, and I think Trent would just offer so much going forward. We could play Rice in that, almost drop into a 3 when we need it. A left back, we're going off players who are fit. I'm probably going to drop Luke Shaw in there because he plays so well for England. Midfield 3, got to be Bellingham, Rice, and Mainu. There's an argument for Cole Palmer, but I don't know if he's getting in the starting lineup. I think I have to drop out a defender, and I'm going to drop out one of these strikers. I'm going to drop out Watkins. It's really tight. It's really, really tight. He's super unlucky on not making it. But I'm going to drop him out just on the base of Ivan Toney is just a bit of a beast, and I think he offers a bit of dominance up top, especially if we're losing or trying to hold on to a game. If we bring on Ivan Toney, I think he would dominate the defence, bully them, annoy them. I think Watkins, I'm just trying to think where he would be used. I think if we're in a losing position, we're going to bring on some of our tactical players like Cole Palmer, Maddison, Eze, Gordon, Bowen, who are going to try and create stuff. Don't quite think that we'd get the most out of Watkins this time around in the World Cup in a few years' time. Probably be on the plane. Obviously, depending on what happens with Kane, I assume he'll be playing in that one. I think I'd go for that, and I have to drop out a defender as well. So we have the 11 there. Plus, so we've got 24 on the plane. I probably would have to drop out. Could be a defender. We have 5 defenders. I don't need 5 defenders. Walker's got to go. Probably Kwanzaa. Probably Kwanzaa. Branthwaite's been so good for Everton. So's Kwanzaa. Gomez. It's out of them three. I think Ben White's a good backup. He can play centre back. Joe Gomez just offers the versatility to play left back. That's the only reason I have him on the plane. Think about it, Luke Shaw gets injured, Joe Gomez left back. It's not ideal, but it's better than the alternative. Who else would we put there? We're really lacking in that left back position. So based on that, I'd probably take out Konsa and I would run with that. So I think that would be my team. There's an argument for this. Ooh, what's happened there? There's a very much argument for this. And maybe even this. So I would pop Cole Palmer, potentially in midfield, alongside Bellingham and Rice. I would have Luke Shaw holding, not really going too far down that left, almost playing Foden, and Palmer off the left-hand side of that midfield. They can play as a two, rotate, make things happen, play in that floaty area. Bellingham, let him try to go forward a little bit. Obviously, whoever goes out of Palmer and Foden can stay back, and the other stays back. And then I'll have Kane up top, obviously trying to make things happen. Then on the right, I'd probably have Saka trying to work things. It's really unfortunate because I'd like to try and fit Gordon in. He's been so good, and so is Bowen. There's an argument for Bowen and Gordon even getting in there. But I think that's what I would do. I think defence is a little bit iffy. Maguire, probably not the strongest. If he doesn't have a few good games, potentially swap him out. I'd probably bring in Branthwaite just based on his performances for Everton. I think he would perform well in England. He's all right on the ball. He's strong. He's powerful. He likes getting stuck in. There's not many players we have in the England squad that would like to get stuck in. Obviously, Walker's a great backup, especially if we're winning. Bring Walker on for Trent, or even drop Trent into midfield, take off Palmer, put Trent in midfield, Walker on right back, make it a little bit more stable. Kobe Mainoo can definitely start in there as well. There's quite a lot of options. I probably would start with Mainoo though, but wow, we got some firepower in this team, and who knows what's going to happen. I think we should be going most of the way, if not all the way. I think semis is the aim as a bare minimum. We should have beaten France in the World Cup, I think. I think they were quite a pretty average team. Their performance wasn't good against us. They scored a long distance goal and then a mistake from our defence, and they didn't really create all too much else. Mbappe was quite quiet. I just don't think we took the game to them. We missed the penalty. We should have created more chances. We didn't. I think this time around, given our group, I think we should be good. Our group for the Euros is Denmark, Slovenia and Serbia, I believe. We're in Group C. I mean, Denmark will be tough. They've got some good players. Obviously, Eriksen's coming towards the end of his career. Got Christiansen. I'm not sure if Schmeichel's still there. He might be in for his last tournament. They've definitely got some good players. Slovenia's always been okay as well. Serbia, I don't know if they got Mitrovic anymore, but they don't really have too much else. We should be walking this at least with 7 points, if not 9. That's my overall squad. Closer on to the tournament, I'll be doing a few more videos on what I think the predictions will be for for each of the games, how I think we'll do, who I think will win it, who I think will perform the best in each squad, who I think will get man of the match and all that good stuff, and my reactions and everything like that. So if you do enjoy this video, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me moving forward with just doing what I love and talking everything football. So make sure to follow the journey, and I'll see you in the next one.